Hi everyone. I just want to say how appreciative I am of this community and your outpouring of positive feedback and comments on how the videos have helped you. It has really helped keep me going in the last couple of weeks and keep me motivated to keep making videos for this channel. I love hearing from people all around the world that are watching the videos and saying that they help them on their lactation journey. So thank you so much for the feedback. For those of you who are new here, my name is Cassie Reyes. I am a registered nurse and a board certified lactation consultant. I'm also the co-founder of People's Lactation based in Washington, D.C. And I'm so happy that you found the channel. Make sure to subscribe down below to join the community. I have some really exciting news to share with you all. I'm so excited to share with this community. I've been keeping it a secret for a while. You know, just the typical. I found out that I'm pregnant. And yeah, 12 weeks pregnant right now, and it's very exciting, and it's also been a little bit of a rough first trimester. So I'm sure those of you who are watching this, most of you are parents who have either carried a child or are currently pregnant, and I'm sure you all remember what that first trimester is like, and it looks different for everyone, but I have been really surprised on how difficult the first trimester has been. At first, the biggest thing was concern about my migraines. I had a few bad migraines at the beginning with the hormones shifting, and it was a little bit tricky for me to figure out the best way to treat my migraines during pregnancy. And if any of you have questions about that, we can talk about that. I'd be happy to share my experience. I sprained my ankle the first week I found out I was pregnant. And had to get an x-ray, which was kind of scary. The nausea and exhaustion has been really surprising to me. Thankfully, I'm not one of those people who gets hyperemesis or throws up a lot with the nausea, but I just feel nauseous a lot. And I don't want to eat anything. And every time I do eat anything, I feel nauseous. And so it's kind of a vicious cycle where I kind of hate all foods, and I have a lot of food aversions right now. I'm waiting for it to get better. A lot of people say that it tends to get better after 12 weeks, that the peak is kind of at 12 weeks. I did notice a bit of a change in and how nauseous I felt throughout the day during the last week or so, but it's not really that much better yet. I still have such a hard time eating, but hopeful that I'm reaching the end of this first trimester and that it will help me start to feel better. I will say that smoothies have been my lifesaver, and strangely enough, egg and cheese croissants. Let me know in the comments down below what were your cravings and what kind of things you were actually able to hold down during your first trimester of pregnancy. Maybe it will help give me some tips to make it through the next couple of weeks. And I may edit this out because I might save it for another video specifically about this. But I also wanted to talk about a scarier thing than even nausea and food aversions, and that is that about 9 weeks of pregnancy, I started to have bleeding that was more than just spotting, And it was really scary. It came with some cramping, and I was really thinking the worst. And I did end up having to go to the emergency room, and it was scary, but at the emergency room they did confirm that everything looked good with the baby, and it was actually the first time that I was able to see the baby at all. And they did a transvaginal ultrasound, so I was able to see in detail the little arms and legs moving on the ultrasound and the heartbeat, and it was very reassuring. They did find that what I have is called a subchorionic hemorrhage. So it's where kind of where your placenta meets your, or connects to your uterus. It can separate a little bit and have a bleed. So that's what I was experiencing. They do say that they tend to reabsorb themselves after a few weeks. Actually, they didn't really give me a timeline, but that they can reabsorb themselves and you can go on to have a healthy pregnancy. They did also warn me that it does slightly increase your risk of losing the pregnancy. So, while it was reassuring to see that everything was okay, it was still, and has continued to be, a little bit scary knowing that it does increase the risk of losing the baby a little bit. So, but so far so good. I was able to visit my sister last weekend by the ocean. And I just feel like for me, the ocean has always been so healing. Just like breathing in that air, something about it is extremely healing. And after that visit, or since that visit, I haven't had any more spotting or bleeding. So I'm really hoping that we've turned a corner and that the subchorionic hemorrhage is starting to resolve itself. I will have an ultrasound next Thursday, another more detailed ultrasound for the, I guess I'll be like just under 14 weeks at that ultrasound. So I really hope that everything has been cleared. In the meantime, what I have to do is no exercise, no heavy exercise. They said don't walk 10 miles, no getting on like an elliptical. Long periods of standing I should avoid, like take breaks to sit and rest, which is difficult for me because I do still work on the floor in the hospital and have to be on my feet a lot. So I've been trying to take breaks when possible, and I'm just really thankful that things are starting to resolve themselves. That's the main update I wanted to share with you guys. I'm happy and so thrilled to be on this journey. I am so happy to be joining all of you in this crazy ride of parenthood and, for me, motherhood. The first trimester is hard though. I won't say that it's been easy, and it's been rough emotionally as well. So if any of you have felt this way or are currently feeling this way, that like you've waited for the pregnancy and you're so thrilled and so happy, but you also kind of feel like crap and you're not sure that every day you're as happy as you should be, I just want you to know that that's normal. At least what I've discovered is that it's normal. I felt kind of guilty about feeling that way at first, and then I just realized that it's really hard to feel great and happy and positive when you feel kind of like you're just hungover day after day, or that you have some sort of stomach bug day after day and you don't want to eat anything and you have to take prenatal vitamins, and the thought of taking vitamins makes you want to throw up. In the last couple weeks, as I've been feeling better, I've been feeling more positive, but I just want to share with you all that any of the kind of ups and downs of emotions that you're going to feel during the first trimester and during probably throughout pregnancy, it's all okay. And if you're feeling like you're in a dark place, just just make sure to talk to people who love you, talk to your partner, and if you're really getting into a funk, just make sure that you let your doctor know, or if you have a therapist already, make sure that you're talking to someone who can help you work through some of these like more icky feelings, because it can be hard. It's not an easy process. It's a really big transition. That's my news. I'm so happy to share with you all, and I look forward to sharing more content with you all as the pregnancy progresses. Once I have the baby, I'm sharing my pregnancy and lactation experience with you all. Thank you so much for being here. Remember that if you want to join a community of welcoming and positive parents on the channel, please go ahead and subscribe down below. Give the video a like, and if you hit the bell, you will be notified every time I post a new video. Thanks for stopping by. I will see you all soon. I will try to keep the videos coming as consistently as possible throughout this crazy time, and I'm so happy that you guys are here.